not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a classic, a trailer. Oh my god, we finally got Five Nights at Freddy's. The first teaser. I call it a fall-off fucking trailer. Why? You may ask, like, that was teaser. Because it's fucking up. Everything we need is in this fucking teaser. We don't need a fucking 2 minutes video. We don't need 5 trailers. I'm always against that. Against like too many trailers. When I like something, I don't even need to watch a trailer. But a teaser of a minute, I'm like, all right, let's see if they done it. Done it too. Normally it should, because they're working with Scott Goffin, you know, the guy that created Five Nights Freddy in the first place. So I'm a big fan. I got all the fucking books. Of Five Nights at Freddy's. Why would I never feel happy? So I love the games, even though I don't play everything. Five Nights at Freddy's 3 is like the bigger game that I love. Anyway, so we get to okay, and everybody is like, there's always those people who are like, oh, Five Nights at Freddy, it doesn't have that much lore. Five Nights at Freddy has like done nothing. We can, change a little bit aspects of the. On the point of, it's like, dude, there's so much fucking lore that you don't know. One's our theories, Five Nights at Freddy's was really big. Markiplier played the game, then it expanded to other people liking it, and the lore became like very much. We seen the first game, we started to do the lore, the theories, everything about the story. It's fucking amazing. So there's lots of able to pull off a thing. Of course, this is the new. We get even Vanessa. Vanessa is only introduced in Security Breach, so that's a new. Okay, she has been put in here instead of, down the line. But I'm always like, I don't know. There's also like people are thinking that William Afton is there. I didn't look it up. I didn't go looking as like, is that William Afton put into the. I'm like, I want to be surprised. I want to be like, because Afton is going to be, but also Afton had a partner. It could also be the partner. I'm just saying. Anyway, so we got this whole fucking new universe. You have to pull. The books are like very like Five Nights at Freddy's, the movies. The games are like this whole timeline. Things, and then there is you can say in this universe somebody that writes about. Writes about a story, and the one that writes about the story are kind of the books, like the books are the thing. Then you also have Help Wanted, where Five Nights at Freddy Help Wanted had this amazing way of, let's say, loosely canonizing the other games. It's like, oh yes, we know some things have happened. Some people died, some didn't, and we want to say those are, the internet blowing up. The internet just, the media trying to get us in a like, and that happens. Internet is a fucking place. They believe some stuff they shouldn't believe. Then they believe something that they shouldn't believe. Like, there's always those things that they believe something that is good, and then there's things that are bad. There's like this whole conversation with Mr. Beast of how he does the thing, and someone's like, oh, in the end, he's just a corporation. In the end, he has this whole town kind of thing, but he has the money for it. Mostly his money goes to the video, so his money goes so having a whole street makes it easier for people that work for him, because he's going to begin. Yes, he's becoming this big corporation, but he's also the biggest charity corporation you ever gonna. He gives money out to this. He gives money out to his next video. He needs a house, to sleep in, and able to have his personal people having also close to everything. So, but then there are people that are like, that makes it feel like that he is just doing this for the money, and then there's like people that go on the train, and then there are people that that think guns in house is good, even though there's shootings happening. But they're used to that, so they don't want to leave it. So they're trying to get a holster. Everybody is always trying to get somewhere, trying to cancel somebody. Because, even Scott Coffin had this a while ago that he got cancelled just because he puts money towards something he believes in. And while it's good or not, it's still like he thinks that some aspect, because I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna. America is fucked. There are some good things about America, but mostly there is a lot that I'm glad that I'm not an American. There are some cool Americans that I would have loved for fucking visit. I would love to hang out with. I would love to see stuff in America, but living in it, nah, thanks. I'm good in this side of the world for living. Anyway, so what was I? Oh yes, Five Nights at Freddy's. So after all this speculation, so the help wanted, that people believe things that are bad. Now we're also speculating what happened, what didn't happen. That whole shebang. And the books also have like the daughter of Afton, the brother. It's like also old stories that happened also in Five Nights at Freddy. There's like some people on animatronics that's come alive. There's so much in the books that explain. I only read the first book yet, and I have like lots of more books to read, but some I have already seen on YouTube. So there is so much lore in this that they can pull from. If any fucking game is gonna be good from a thing, I think it's Five Nights at Freddy, because it's can be done. They have done like Willy Wonderland, that's kind of loosely based on Five Nights at Freddy, but they wanted to make their own stories. Scott didn't like that. It's like there was also the Banana Splits, also animatronics that went live, also based off Five Nights at Freddy. It's like all are based on Five Nights at Freddy, those two movies, and they're pretty good, but they're not Five Nights at Freddy, and Scott knows it. It's like, that's not how I want to, if I'm gonna let my IP become a movie, I need it to be actually Five Nights at Freddy. And that's why we get this Five Nights at Freddy that's been in the work for years, and I've been following this. I've been like, okay, I want to see this. I saw some screenshot. I don't want to see too much, because after this, I'm done. I'm not gonna see it. But in October, perfect timing for a fucking Five Nights at Freddy movie. It's like in October we're gonna get Five Nights at Freddy's the movie. And what I've seen from, yes, people are like very obsessed by. First, it was the white hand that Freddy had. That everybody was like, "Oh my god, what can you do that?" Then there is this red eyes that we get that we don't get him. But I'm like, it's not the worst. I mean, have you seen Child's Play? The reboots where he is in fucking AI, of course, too. And that movie sucked. But that's some good killings. But like with the finger ET going on. That was trash. That was fucking trash. This is not gonna be trash. Just from the teaser, seeing this, I already know it's gonna be better. Yes, the phone guy is not a phone girl, but also it's like still works. It's just me. We're not gonna see Markiplier on it. One, he doesn't like Five Nights at Freddy as much as everybody makes him out to be, because it does good on his channel. He likes it for what it was. He doesn't feel like it's the best game ever. He's not a big fan. Ask me! Five Nights at Freddy's. It's like, I want a tattoo of Five Nights at Freddy's. Should have. I have thought about having a tattoo at some point of Five Nights at Freddy's. Anyway, so we have like Five Nights at Freddy coming up, and besides, it's gonna be great. Markiplier is not gonna be, because he has his own movie game that he has adopted. So you don't have to expect like an Easter egg towards him. Maybe an Easter egg, like some Easter egg prop that you can just throw in, but not would have him on the set at all. Because one, he doesn't he made it popular. Like he helped made it popular for sure. But you know, there's so much lore. There's so much people that really loves the sector lore. I mean, we also get Matt that did like game theory, like literally lots of theories about the game. What made his channel even bigger, the biggest that it's ever been because of the game. Even though he kind of got burned out of it. I mean, if you do so much videos, if you do so much lore, if you do so much, you can be. I mean, I got burned down about fucking my channel on some point. Like every day, I couldn't fucking do. Now I do it whenever I feel like. Whenever I feel the groove, baby. When I feel the groove, I do it. But you know, sometimes that's good. Sometimes it's gonna take a while. Some, you know, there's always those and. This time, Five Nights at Freddy's, I felt like I've said, I have my gaming channel that I do every week because I have lots of games and I do it every week, so it's easier to do. It's like every week, one video every week. It's like I have still lots of inspiration to do videos for that. And editing, I like that, so that keeps going on my other channel, Five Nights Freddy. Gaming. I should play Five Nights at Freddy on that gaming channel, but sometimes I don't. And when I try to do it, it's like you have to play a fucking game out. If you have to play a game out, it's a whole fucking shebang by the time you fucking finish the game. Anyway, Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach, really cool, and I'm glad that keeps continuing. I hope it keeps continuing. And Five Nights at Freddy's the movie that we got a teaser. There's also this ball pit in the books. It's a kind of you can fall, you can be in a ball pit to hide in Security Breach, but also the ball pit is also in the books. It's a time traveling ball pit. Yes, it went nuts, man. It goes very nuts by in some books. It's like a time traveling ball pit. That's a kind of thing when the bite of 87 happens, and that whole thing. It's like so much lore in this. Springtrap is like the fucking puppet master behind it, even though he becomes a puppet himself. But it's like there's so much cool stuff that Five Nights at Freddy has lore-wise. And I hope they do it justice, but if Scott Coffin is around, I have a feeling it's gonna be good. Maybe not the greatest ever, you know. It's still a game. I like lots of takes about things, and I feel like it could be really wonderful. So if it is, I'm gonna do this. If Five Nights at Freddy becomes one of my favorite movie, I'm gonna do a tattoo. No doubt about it. There's gonna be a tattoo about it. So it's waiting on that, you know. It seems like there is also the security, but that's always like that vacation work security. It's like he has security thing. He has to go around. It feels like very cool, a lovely way to do it. Him going around. There is also Vanessa that's in Security Bridge, the security, and now we got her already here. What's weird, but I think if you pull it, it's you have to also remember this is inspired. This is Five Nights at Freddy, and we making a whole new timeline. It's like there are 3 universes. They're all slightly the same universe, but there are 3. There is the books where they slightly go a little bit off what the game's lore is, what the kind of thing, but they're still as part of the universe. They still have like similarities to the game universe, and the games have similarities to the books. Like it seems like they could have happened. They're very like, oh, you have lore of that. This seems like it was also addressed in books. It's like so close to each other that they're like your point of views that just smallly go off of the topic, but they're still the thing. Then the games have all this lore. Then you have Help Wanted that makes the kind of things like, but there still happened, but it's a little bit different. It's like there's small details that different, but still made them enough the same that they're like, oh, maybe they were in this universe, maybe it did happen. It keeps you guessing a little bit because The games don't explain as much. It's more looking for it. The books explain more, but it's still like so much unsolved mysteries even in the books. Then you get the movies that does the third universe, and it's like, okay, maybe here and there the car will be details different. I mean, in every fucking movie from books, it's gonna be a little bit different. But this is gonna be great! This is gonna be amazing! I am the Twisted Goblin, and I'm looking forward to Five Nights at Freddy's. I may be the most hyped of them all. I'm the hype itself! Because I'm looking forward, and I'm not gonna see any other trailer anymore. I don't want to see it because people are always like, I see people that watched all the trailers be more disappointed. It's like, oh, we saw this in the third trailer. Where is the new stuff? It's like, the new stuff is when you stop watching. Blue House is also good horror publisher. Like, they did some real horror movies from the best. Some are not the best, but it's like they did some really good ones. And this one is another one that seems like very good, and I'm very gonna enjoy it. That's of course my fucking opinion. If you don't like my opinion, go fuck yourself. I don't care. This is mine. You can have another opinion, of course. You can have another opinion. I don't say you have to have the same opinion as me, but you have to respect my opinion. And my opinion is that it's gonna be great, and that's gonna be amazing. If I was wrong, they're gonna have to do very well, very, very, very badly. I mean, look at Child's Play, the reboot. I didn't like that because it felt like it threw everything away. Like the voodoo was one of the biggest things, and Chucky, and they throw that away. It's like you have the core of Five Nights at Freddy has to be the same. So yes, William Afton needs to be the villain. But you can also turn that to William Afton be the good guy another. But even though I would rather have William Afton be the evil and the Red Eye, I hope also they have the spirits going on, because yes, there are some spirits that you have. But seeing that Scott Coffin is in it, I have a feeling the animatronics are not gonna be just loosely animatronics. There are actually children's soul in the animatronics. So yeah, I hope they do also go to the supernatural stuff that Five Nights at Freddy's lore is going on, because I love that. Yes, it's fun to have animatronics, AIs going off, but it's also fun to have the animatronics actually be controlled by William Afton, and then the children's souls being in the thing, trying to kill William Afton, and every security that's there. It feels like fun. It's going to be so. I hope they get to the supernatural stuff as well. Maybe not in this one, because have to build up a little bit. Even though, like, what was it again? Paraactivity. There's like very much like, okay, slightly supernatural stuff happening, but then after 4 movies of the same shit, they go off that, and I'm like, they go really off that, like off the bandwagon, witches, craft, and it starts to lose its charm. Sure, the first 4 movies are pretty much the same, but after that you go so much into the supernatural stuff that it seems like it's a whole different movie. It's a whole different take, and that didn't fit in as well anymore as the original 4 does. It felt like you should have the slightly teased and then slightly build a bit, because then they go to witches, craft, that like feels like it lost its charm. And I hope Five Nights at Freddy's seems to tease this and able to go. That's just, of course, my opinion about the whole game, and I hope that they do. I have like the books. I got all the books, and I don't like reading that much. But the Five Nights at Freddy, I have all the books, man. I have a few Star Wars books as well. But Five Nights at Freddy also have 2 Alice in Wonderland horror versions. But I love the books of Five Nights at Freddy really much, and I hope they kind of stick. But if it's true that Scott Coffin been there guiding it and helping it, it's like Lucas thing. I feel like if the creator is there, even though just to have advice, giving advice, or somebody that really loves the material where it came from, and wants to make sure it's stay close to what it is, because while Willy's Wonderland is a really good movie, really good animatronic with Nicolas Cage, it's still not Five Nights at Freddy. I didn't want that to be Five Nights at Freddy, and it wasn't Five Nights at Freddy. So I'm like happy that they didn't do the animatronics of Five Nights at Freddy. That they did their own thing. It's like animatronics, fucking Alice in Jar. It's fucking cool. It's not overdone, motherfucker. It's not overdone. It still has so much to shine, and I think this is gonna shine as well. But that's just my fucking opinion. My crazy fucking opinion that I hope it does well and that it gets much more movies. That's not gonna be one-off. I hope it does as well as Resident Evil, where it does. It did its own thing, you know, but it has 7 movies. It's beginning and ending. It's also I liked Resident Evil the movies more than the games, but that's my opinion. And I get it that people are not gonna love. Everybody's not gonna love the movies, but I like it, so fuck off. So, and I think even though it's like I like that, I'm still glad they stick close with Five Nights at Freddy's. Yes, it's very biased opinion. Like, okay, Resident Evil, I'm glad they went off from the what the games are. Five Nights at Freddy, glad they didn't get off the thing. It's very much like because I like that property, because I've been growing with the property as well. It's like I think that's the whole fucking point. The whole fucking point about the thing is Resident Evil. I saw the first movie, then I heard about the games, then I watched a few 3 other movies of Resident Evil, and then I start seeing the games for what they look at. And I was not the biggest fan. I like Resident Evil, I like the universe, I like even the games before the thing, but I was not a hardcore fan of Resident Evil. I wasn't that thing. So I get it that, you know, people don't like Resident Evil, the movies, but it's still a fucking good thing for me. Personally, I don't think it's right. And I also don't think you should criticize somebody that like, I mean, if you like Child's Play, the reboots version, I'm like, more power to you. But keep the trash out of me. I don't see how it's good, but doesn't mean you cannot enjoy it. You can enjoy it. You can, for God's sakes, enjoy a Child's Play. Let me enjoy Resident Evil. Let me enjoy Five Nights at Freddy's. That does stick close to the thing. We sometimes pick and choose what we like, what we kind of think. I'm glad if you like some other freaking movie that I dislike. It's like, if somebody likes it, that's what it matters. And I hope this one goes off, you know, as charm, because I'm a hardcore fan of Five Nights at Freddy. Even though I didn't play every fucking game out, you know, I still hope it does well and it sticks to the lore that Five Nights at Freddy's has done in books and in the games. But it's just my personal, you know, opinion. I think I got through to you that this is my opinion based, and it's like a minute long fucking trailer, and I made it in 23 fucking talk about a TED Talk. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my little rant about Five Nights at Freddy the movie. I'm fucking on! Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you guys in the next one. And goodbye. Good night. I'm the Twisted Goblin. Good night.
Then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.